price up help to the Ready Set Play and Games Under £15 PSN sale. This is a pretty cool sale, especially after the indie sale just finished. It's nice to see some games that have a bit more AAA to them and some bigger budget titles. So strap yourselves in, I've gone through it and I found some really cool games for you to play, and you can save a lot of money as well. They're on pretty massive discounts. So if you like the idea of finding cool new games to play and saving a lot of money along the way, don't forget to subscribe. You're welcome here anytime. Okay, this sale ends on the 10th of September, so that'll be your last day to pick up these deals. Let's look at the games. First up, we have 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. It was released in 2020, so it's 5 years old, and it's on a 75% discount for the price of £12.49, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a pretty good deal. Now keep in mind, this game's not on PC, well not as far as I could find anyway, so I'm pretty sure it's exclusive to consoles, which makes it pretty rare I guess. In this adventure strategy game, you get to experience 13 intertwining stories within a war between mechs and kaiju, as you also switch to fast-paced top-down combat, where you fight to defend humanity using highly customized Sentinel mech suits. Now this game boasts about how well received it was. It really likes to talk about its Metacritic score, which is really high, but in truth if it's not on PC you don't have a lot of user reviews, so it's hard to collate it compared to some other games. But it does seem to be well received, people seem to like it, and the critics seem to enjoy it, which I don't really put much faith in because these days, especially with things like IGN, you can't exactly trust critics that much, when it comes to games anyway. But hey, this game's got some really cool anime graphics, and it boasts a lot of storylines as well, intertwining with each other, although I'm not sure how entertaining the fast-paced action combat is. The idea of customizing mech suits and deploying them in fights seems really cool, but without playing it I'm not sure how much I'd enjoy it. Either way though, it's a very unique anime game, and if you're into action games or kaiju and mechs, then you might really enjoy this, especially with the amount of stories that are in it and how they intertwine, then you might have a good time if you're into that sort of thing. So if you like the look of it, why not check it out? If the gameplay's as good as the graphics, then you'll have a really good time. So why not check it out if you like the look of it? And hey, if you've never played an adventure strategy game before, then I'm not sure I'd recommend starting here. It's pretty well received from what I can tell, but the price is quite high. That's not unusual for anime games, because a lot of the time, by the time they port it over, the localization costs ramp up the price. But one thing I do know is there's a ton of strategy games that are really big AAA games you can get cheaper than this, and a load of adventure games as well. So if you're into anime and you like adventure strategy, you have a lot of other games to choose from as well, and a lot of them will be more well known and probably bigger budget than this as well. But hey, if you really like the look of this one, then why not check it out? I think it's pretty unique and different even amongst anime games. But if not, you'll have plenty more games to choose from in future videos instead. We have an adventure game next, Alba, a wildlife adventure. It was released in 2021, so it's 4 years old, and it's on at least an 85% discount for the price of £2.39 or £1.59 with PS Plus, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a really great deal for a cool looking game. In this game you get to visit your grandparents on a Mediterranean paradise where you get to explore the local wildlife, taking pictures and saving animals in trouble around the island. It features a really relaxing and calm natural environment to explore and boasts a really cool and relaxing experience in general. Now I quite like the look of this game. I think there's a really nice zen sort of feeling to playing relaxing games where you just wander around and complete tasks in a really soothing environment. I play games like that sometimes and I think they're really fun. I think they've definitely got their place. So if you're a fan of adventure games and you like the idea of travelling a Mediterranean paradise and dealing and helping with animals, then why not check this out? It looks like a really cool game. I think it'll be pretty cool, chill and relaxing to play. So if you like this sort of thing, definitely check it out. I think it'll be a lot of fun, especially at this low price. Why not take a look? And hey, if you've never played an adventure game before, then I would probably recommend starting here if you're into chill games or you want something you can just relax and play casually. It's a really cool little adventure game with a nice theme and a cool environment to explore. But there are a lot of bigger AAA adventure games around, and a load of them that are more exciting or thrilling than this as well. So it depends what you're looking for really. If you like the look of this one, at this price, definitely check it out. But if not, you'll have a variety of other games in this genre that you can pick from in future videos instead. I haven't covered this next game in ages. Book of Demons. It was released in 2020, so it's 5 years old, and it's on a 90% discount for the low price of £1.99, which is a really great deal. This hack and slash RPG is set inside a pop-up book, and it's inspired by Diablo, but applies its own unique systems instead. It features a card-based combat system, and various equipment and skills to use as well, plus a flexible system designed to help you manage your gameplay time effectively. Now this game seems pretty interesting to me. I like the idea of a hack and slash RPG set inside a pop-up book. I think it's a very unique art style. I think it's pretty cool. Now, it seems to be pretty good, and the gameplay looks pretty interesting as well. And I like the idea that they're trying to do something different, trying to come up with their own sort of combat systems, and messing around with different genres and ideas in general. I've got a feeling that this game will be quite interesting because of it, and I think people who like the genre will enjoy how different it is. So if you've been looking for a little hack and slash RPG to play, then why not check this out? I think it's got a unique art style, and some unique ideas as well. So why not check it out if it piques your interest? I think it just might be a lot of fun to play. And hey, if you've never played a hack and slash RPG before, then I'm not sure I'd recommend starting here. It's definitely different and unique, but I don't know that much about it, and it's not exactly well known, to my knowledge anyway. But hey, if you like the look of it, at this price it's a really decent game for a really low price, so why not check it out? But if you're not sure, there's a load of games in this genre, and a lot of them are bigger, AAA, more well-known games as well, and they're not much more expensive than this either. So if you want to check one of them out instead, don't forget to subscribe, and then you won't miss them when they come on sale next. We have a new bundle next, Figment 1 and Figment 2. It was released in 2024, so it's 1 year old, and it's on at least a 90% discount for the price of £3.29 or £1.64 with PS Plus, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a really great deal for two really good games, as this bundle includes the PS4 and PS5 versions, but you can only buy the game on a PS5 or on the PSN website, so if you want this bundle, you'll have to get on the website if you don't have a PS4. But hey, at least you'll get both games, which is really cool. These games are both puzzle adventures, and in the first game you're welcomed to a strange and surreal mind, filled with the deepest thoughts and memories, but new thoughts have appeared as nightmarish creatures, spreading fear and dread, and Dusty, the former voice of courage, must now fight to save his world before it's too late. And the sequel's also set in a human mind, where nightmares are spreading chaos as they overrun peaceful lands, and you play as Dusty again, the mind's courage as he solves puzzles, fights musical bosses, and explores unique environments, and it even features local 2-player co-op as well, which is really cool. It's nice for a friend to be able to join in. Now, I've covered both of these games a lot because they're really good games, they're really cheap, and especially the second one is a PS5 game, so it's pretty good value as well. And people that have bought the games in the past have commented that they love it, so don't forget to leave comments. They are useful to the channel, and everyone else that watches the videos as well. Now, I'm a big fan of puzzle adventures as well. I love puzzle games in general, and having a story with an adventure is just really good. It goes well with puzzles, and I really like those sorts of games. And now you can get them both for a really low price. So if you haven't played these games before and you like puzzle adventures, definitely check them out. They're two really good games for a really good price. You can't ask for much more really. Check them out. And hey, if you've never played a puzzle adventure before, then you could definitely start here. Normally I don't like to recommend multiple games for new players to the genre, but hey, you're getting two games for the price of one, and they're both really good, and you're getting a lot of stuff included. So it's really good value. If you're tempted by this genre, why not check it out? You might just have a great time. But if not, don't worry, there'll be plenty more games for you to choose from in future videos instead. We have a big hitter next, Hogwarts Legacy. It was released in 2023, so it's only 2 years old, and it's on an 80% discount for the low price of £12.99, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a really great deal, especially as it's quite a new game, and a really big, well-received one as well. Now, this includes the PS5 version only, with no upgrade or DLC. The only way you can get both versions of the game is to buy the deluxe edition, and that's the only way you get the DLC included as well. But the DLC I kind of see as pointless. It's like 3 cosmetics which mean nothing, and an arena mode where you can test out spells, but you get those for free later in the game, so you do get a unique one in the DLC for the deluxe edition, but it's just the same as the others. So, as far as I'm concerned, you get nothing and it's a waste of money. But hey, if you want both of them, that's the way to get them. In this open world game, you get to join Hogwarts in the 1800s as a customizable wizard who holds the key to an ancient secret that threatens to tear the wizarding world apart as you make allies along the way and battle dark wizards to decide the fate of the world. Now, this is an open world big budget AAA game that was a bit controversial when it came out because of some stupidity, but ultimately it's an amazing game and people really liked it. If you're a fan of open world action games and you like magic or fantasy, or you're a big Harry Potter fan, then you should have already played this already. But hey, if you haven't because you're like me and you're cheap, this is a great time to start considering it. I'm probably not going to pick it up yet, but it's at the price where I'm starting to consider it. So if you're like me and you're cheap, but you know you'll love this game, then start looking at it now. If this is a good enough price for you, then why not pick it up? Although I think it might go cheaper in the future. Ubisoft seem to be tanking their company so hard, they seem to be putting everything on sale, so I won't be surprised if it gets cheaper in the future at some point. So if you really like the look of it, then check it out. It's a really amazing big AAA game that's really well reviewed at a really good price. And hey, if you've never played an open world game before, then I'm not sure I'd recommend starting here. It's a pretty good price for a really good game, but you can get other bigger AAA ones for cheaper than this, mainly because they're older. So it's up to you really. If you're really into fantasy, magic, or Harry Potter, then definitely check this out. But if not, you do have other options that are much better value than this. So don't forget to subscribe, and then you won't miss them when they're on sale next. Up next is my star by Metro Saga Bundle. It was released in 2021, so it's 4 years old, but a couple of the games are much older than that really, and it's on an 85% discount for the price of £7.49, which is a phenomenal deal for a trilogy of legendary games, as this bundle includes Metro 2033 Redo, Metro Last Light Redo, and Metro Exodus Gold Edition with all of the DLC, and the first two are remastered with 60 FPS performance included, which is really good. You get the complete version of every game, and even remasters of the first two, so you can't ask for much more really. You're getting the best of everything, which is great. These games are all FPS, where you get to play the critically acclaimed trilogy of games set in a post-apocalyptic Russia within the underground metro system, where you get to venture into the irradiated wasteland, fighting humans and mutants for survival. Now these games are really good, they're really well loved, they're really good big AAA games. Basically, think Fallout but Russian and without bunkers, and more radiation I guess. So if you're a fan of FPS that are more story driven and less multiplayer focused, you'll really enjoy these. They're single player, heavily story focused, with a trilogy of games that continue on from one another. Every single game was well received and well thought of. They're just really good quality games. If you're into FPS with stories and you like the sound of these, definitely check them out. They're really good, and you're getting 3 really big AAA games for a legendary price. Like I said, it's my style buy. It's well worth your time and money, I promise. And hey, if you've never played an FPS before, then I'm not sure I'd recommend starting here. They're amazing games for an amazing price, but you're getting 3 full games for your money. So if you don't like FPS or you don't like these games, you're getting a lot of games that you're never going to play. But hey, if you really like the look of them, they're a great deal, so check them out. But if not, there's plenty more games in this genre, and a lot of them are really cheap, especially the retro ones. You can get them very cheap as well. So if you're not sure, you'll have plenty more games to choose from in future videos instead. Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet Complete Edition as our next game. God, I haven't seen this game in ages. It was released in 2019, so it's 6 years old, and it's on an 86% discount for the price of £6.99, which is really great, as this edition includes 3 DLC packs, 1 expansion, and bonus in-game items as well, so you're getting the complete version of the game, which is really great. In this third-person action RPG, you get to experience an original story set in Gungale Online as you create your own avatar to explore devastated lands while meeting familiar faces from the Sword Art Online series. Now, Sword Art Online is pretty massive. There's a load of games and a massive amount of episodes and TV series as well, so it's a big franchise to get into. If you're a fan of the series, then you probably know where all the games sit and all of that, and you'll know whether you want to jump into this one or not. It's a really good deal though for a really good game. And hey, if you've got no idea about Sword Art Online, then join the club. I don't really either. But this game is a really good game. It's really well thought of. People seem to like it, and it just looks like a good quality game for a good price. So if you like the look of it and you want to jump into the series here, why not check it out? It looks like a great game for a pretty good price. And hey, if you've never played a third-person action RPG before, then I wouldn't recommend starting here. It's a big franchise to jump into, but also you can get bigger, more legendary AAA games for about the same price as well. So you're probably better off starting one of them instead. But hey, if you really like the look of this, or you're a fan of Sword Art, then definitely check it out. But if not, you will have other games to choose from in future videos. And the final game is We the Revolution. It was released in 2019, so it's 6 years old, and it's on at least an 85% discount for the price of £2.39 or £1.59 with PS Plus, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a really great deal. In this simulation game, you are a judge during the French Revolution with the power to decide life and death for the criminals before you. You must weave through political intrigue while dealing with moral dilemmas to support or destabilize the revolution. Now this game really intrigues me. I love the idea and concept of it, and I think it'll be a really cool game to play. Now the reviews are a little mixed. Most of them really like it, but there are a few that say it's just not really good or quite boring, so I'm not sure how to take it. It might just be that it's an odd game and people are not into it. I'm really intrigued by it though. I like the idea of it, the gameplay looks cool, and I just think it's a really interesting subject for a game. And at this price, I don't think you're risking a lot either. So if you like cool or interesting games, and you really like the concept of this, my gut feeling says it'll be worth it at this price, so why not take a look? I think it's a very different and interesting game, and I think a lot of people will really enjoy it if they give it a chance. And hey, if you've never played a simulation game before, then I'm not sure I'd recommend starting here. It's a very unique and different game, and if it intrigues you, then why not take a look? I think you might have a great time if you pick it up. But if it doesn't intrigue you, it's a very unique game, and there's plenty more games that are more mainstream than this that might suit you more. So don't forget to subscribe, and then you won't miss your other options in future videos. And that's all the games I have for the Ready Set Play and games under £15 PSN sale. What did you think of the games I picked? Did I pick good ones or did I pick bad ones? And what about the Star Buy? Did it deserve it, or should some other game have got it instead? Leave all your comments below and we can talk about it later. Anyway, I hope you found some really cool games to play, but more importantly I hope you saved a lot of money. I'll see you guys in the next sale. Oil Vower.